Okay, good morning artists and welcome back to art class. Today we're going to sort of just jump into what we are going to do for our next project. And our next project is basically the create your own character. It's a mini project and this is all we're going to do for this week. We're not going to go into too much craziness. My painters, you guys aren't even going to be painting this week because this is going to basically be an introduction into our next project a little bit. It's sort of going to force you guys to be creative and come up with your own ideas, and it's going to force you guys to sort of really kind of try to find symbolism and meaning in what you're doing with your characters. When you guys get your packets, please just make sure that you have your name on top, you write your period, and then you guys return this page to me, and make sure you check off, each day how you've checked in with me. So like today, if you guys checked in with me over Remind, just put a check by Remind. If you did email, you put a check by email. Just let me know how you guys are checking in, because I really need this for my records. To move on and just jump straight into our project, guys, we're going to be basically designing your own characters this week. Starting today, I'm going to have you guys just watch a video. If you guys are able to watch it, that's great. If not, the same page has all of the 10 principles in the video sort of laid out, and you guys can just read the article that's attached to the page. It's about an hour-long video, so that's all you're going to be doing for class today. And then, of course, you can kind of go through the packet and see what else we're going to be going after for the week. Starting tomorrow, you guys can start really looking into the new vocabulary, which on each packet is going to be on the second page. This is my drawing classes vocabulary. You guys can sort of go through it and make sure you understand the different vocabulary. And painting class, you guys have a few different vocabulary words that you need to look through for yourself. Make sure you guys really try to understand this vocabulary. We are going to be having a vocabulary quiz next week. It will be included in your packet. Guys, make sure you hold on to your vocabulary notes. It is obviously going to be an open note quiz, and if you guys have your vocabulary, it will make it a lot easier for you guys to basically just kind of work right through the quiz and really get it done. Come Wednesday, you guys should be starting on the actual character design and project. And this is when I really want you guys to pre-plan your character and really think about what you want your character to be like. On the second page after your vocabulary, you're going to find the introduction to your project. It's for all my classes. And it's going to sort of just run through what our project is and what you need to do. And then on the very next page, you guys are going to have a page that looks like this. It's going to say character description. And in the space provided below, you need to tell me a bit about your character. As an example, I kind of showed you guys what kind of things you can tell me. Like, tell me their likes and dislikes. Tell me where they're from. Is your character even human? Are they from another planet? It's really up to you. Tell me what they look like, their hair color, their eye color, what kind of clothing do they wear, do they have any scars, what's your character look like? What's their backstory? Where do they come from? What caused them to be the way they are now? Give me some details. And you guys don't have to go into any kind of extensive background unless you want to, which I'm totally all for. You guys can be as creative and have as much fun with this as you really want. The character I'm about to show you guys is an original character that I designed about 10 years ago, who I'm going to sort of just use as an example for a character design that's I feel like it's a fun and interesting one, and I'm not going to get too detailed with her backstory because she can have a pretty long one, but I'll give you guys a few ideas of sort of what you can do with your project. So to start, my character, her name is Ikari, and she's 19 years old. She's 5'1", so She is very tiny for 19 years old. And she's very shy and quiet the majority of the time, but she has the tendency to be very short-tempered as well. So if somebody pushes her in the wrong way, pushes just the right buttons, she's going to lose it. I will show you guys her character design. So this is Ikari. You guys are going to get the same page. It's going to just be a box where you can do a basic character drawing. You can use the whole box for just the one character. You can do sort of what they did on this page and draw your character with a bunch of different expressions. And it's really up to you sort of how you want to design your character. But this is my basic character design for Ikari. Now, Ikari is overall a very cool colored, the temperature of her entire character is very cool. She's going to often be seen wearing blues. Her eyes, even though it's kind of hard to tell in this lighting, her eyes are sort of a deep shade of purple, and her hair is a really light lavender color. Overall, her entire character design is very cool. She's going to always sort of be seen in these cool colors. And that's because Ikari is such a soft-spoken, such a quiet, sort of melancholy attitude. That's her whole character. She's just very cool in that regard. But I also think it's fun because when she sort of loses her temper, her entire character design sort of contrasts with her attitude. So she goes from being this very cool, quiet, mild-tempered character to suddenly she's fiery and hot-headed, and it goes very much against the way she's designed. And that's okay to do, and it's just sort of a fun thing that makes her stand out. Another fun thing that I like to do with my characters is I like to give them sort of something that makes them special or unique. It could be a unique item. It could be some kind of blemish, scars, freckles, moles, tattoos. For Ikari, she has this little black bunny that she carries around that she calls Aki. And yes, I know she's 19, and some people might find it a little odd that Ikari walks around as 19 years old with a stuffed rabbit. But that's sort of the whole point, is she's supposed to be a little bit odd compared to the people who surround her. But for Ikari, it's for a little bit of backstory, it's a special item for her. It's something that she considers a treasured possession because when she was a child, her only brother, who's 12 years older than her, he basically spent most of his life raising her. And one day, sort of in an attempt to cheer her up, he took her to a little carnival, won her this rabbit, and long story short, some crazy stuff happened. He ended up being in an accident, and he's basically spent the last 9 years of his life in a coma. And Ikari is now just completely obsessed with this rabbit. It's basically like walking around with her brother. He risked his life to save her, and it's just a very special item for her. And that's kind of the main thing that causes her to lose her temper is often when she's harassed about having the rabbit, or if somebody tries to take it from her, she very quickly goes from 0 to 100. And that's about what I'm going to tell you about this character, just because I don't want to keep you guys for too long. We're already pushing about 10 minutes, but this is just sort of the idea of what I'm expecting of you guys this week. I want you guys to give me a character and give me some details and sort of tell me a little bit about who this person is or who this creature is. I want to see what you guys can come up with, and then try to find ways to sort of make things that are symbolic or represent certain things to your characters. Like I said, with Ikari, her cool temperature matches her primary personality and contrasts with her temper, and at the same time she has this rabbit that it represents her brother, and it's a special item for her and something that she really holds dear. That's about all I'm gonna do for you guys for this week. If you guys have any questions, you can reach me either through Remind or on the email. My phone number is also available in the packet. My phone call doesn't work very well, but you guys are able to go ahead and text me if you need anything. I'm also available at the school. If you guys ever need anything, you can call into the school and they'll connect you to my classroom. But that's going to do it for this week, and I'm really excited to see what kind of characters you guys can come up with. If you've already sort of designed your own original characters in the past, I would love to see you guys sort of develop them a little more and tell me about them as well. You guys, I hope you do a good job, and I hope you guys have fun. Have a great week.